Shalom, brothers and sisters. Grace, mercy, and peace be unto you. From Yahuwah, our Father, and Yahusha, he is the Mashayah, the one that carries the burden of Yah, his voice, our high priest, soon coming King. Hear, O Yeshua, Yahuwah, who is our mighty one, he is one. There is no other mighty one, brothers and sisters, than Yahuwah, and Yahusha is his voice. This is Brother Dawood coming to you again with the indictment for thy violence against thy brother YAQUB. And this is part 3. We know the end result. Shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. And he has those who are co-defendants, collaborators. In part 1, Edom, Adum, the one that we call Esau, Esau, he sent an emissary, an ambassador to the heathen, to the Greeks, and to the Romans, to those who dwell in the woods and forest. What did he want them to do? Come, let us rise up against them in battle. Rise up against who? The children of Yeshua. Then we find in Tehillim, Psalms 83, that he joined with some of our relatives and the people of the land in a confederate against Yah, against the Aliyam, and against us. What did they say? Let us cut them off. Who's the them? The children of Yeshua? From being a nation. That the name of Yeshua will be no more in remembrance. Did they succeed? Yes. Everyone says Israel or Israelite. Yeshua is just beginning to be revived by the ones who have gravitated back towards he who is seated upon the throne. And this remnant shall rule the world. Look, at the center of all of this controversy is this dish, this savory dish. We want to take a look at that today to see what the catalyst of all of this hatred is all about. Let's begin. Barashat, Genesis, chapter 27, verses 1 to 4. Verse 1, and it came to pass that when Isaac was old, his name is Yatzhak, or Yatzhek. I choose Yatzhak. And his eyes were dim, so that he could not see. He called Esau Esau, his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here I am. Note, he is the eldest son of Yatzhak. Yatzhak is the son of Abraham. Esau, Esau, is not the white man. He is our relative. His seed is spoiled, and his neighbors, and he is not pure anymore, but the seed is still intact. So he cannot be the white man without a shadow of a doubt. Verse 2. And he said, Behold now, I am old. I know not the day of my death. 3. Now, therefore, take, I pray you, your weapons, your quiver and your bow, and go out to the field and take me some venison. 4. And make me savory meat, curry venison, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless you before I die. 5. And Rebekah, I don't have to add anything to her name. It could be Rebekah, Rebekah. We can leave it just like this. And Rebekah heard when Yitzhak spoke unto Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. 6. And Rebekah spake unto YAQUB, her son, saying, Behold, I heard your father speak unto Esau, your brother, saying, Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless you before Yahuwah, before my death. She was eavesdropping. Verse 8. Now therefore, my son, listen to this, everyone. Obey my voice according to that which I command you. Who is running the show here? Is it YAQUB? Or is it Rebekah? 9. Go down to the flock and fetch me from there 2 good kids of the goats, 2 baby goats, and I will make them savory meat for your father, such as he loves. Note, it's not venison. She's going to make him curry goat. I don't know if it's curry goat, but when I think of savory meat, the first thing I think of is my favorite savory meat, curry goat. 10. And you shall bring it to your father, that he may eat, and that he may bless you before his death. 11. And YAQUB said unto Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. Let me tell you something. When I was younger, and even now, I don't have any hair on my body. I mean, you know, in certain places, my head and my pubic hairs, but as far as my chest and my arms and my legs, no hair. I mean, some peach fuzz, that's about it. And I thought that I was missing out on something because I didn't have any hair on my chest. But now I see that the patriarch, our father, he was also a smooth man, just like me. 12. My father, peradventure, will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. You see, YAQUB had second thoughts about this. He loved his father. He didn't want to go there and deceive him. And definitely, he didn't want a curse to be brought upon him. 13. And his mother, Rebekah, said unto him, YAQUB, upon me be the curse, my son. She said, the curse will fall upon me. Why would she say something like that? Because she is the one who thought of this deception. Look what she's going to say next. Just obey my voice and go and fetch me them. She told YAQUB to obey her and do what she says. He had respect for his parents. So he went and did it, even though he had some concerns. 14. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat, curry goat, such as his father loved. 15. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them upon YAQUB, her younger son. So she had the clothing that Esau wore. She was probably going to do laundry. That's why she was in possession of his garments. 16. Then she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands. So after they slaughtered the goat, she skinned them, prepped them, and put it on his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. 17. And she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son YAQUB. 18. And he came unto his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here I am. Who are you? My son? 19. And YAQUB said unto his father, I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray you, sit and eat of my venison, that your soul may bless me. Hold it 1 second. Hold it. How many lies do you see here? He said, I am Esau, your firstborn. Lie number 1. I've done according as you badest me. In other words, he is saying, I went out with my quiver and my bow and killed a deer, made you savory meat, and brought it back. Arise, I pray you, sit and eat of my venison. It was not venison. It was curry goat. 20. And Yitzhak said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? Listen to the reply of YAQUB. And he said, Because Yahuwah, Alayak, H430, brought it to me. There's lie number 4. He said Yahuwah, Allah brought this to him. Well, it is a lie because it's with the intent to deceive. Even though Rebekah was being used by Yah to bring the prophecy to pass. What prophecy is that? That the elder would serve the younger. Verse 21. And Yitzhak said unto YAQUB, come over here, I pray you, so I may feel you, my son. Whether you be my very son Esau or not. Yitzhak was suspect because of the voice. Rebekah had to give him voice training. She had to tell him, don't speak soft like you usually do. Speak with authority. 22. And YAQUB went near unto Yitzhak, his father, and he felt him and said, the voice is YAQUB's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. Yitzhak remembers. Esau came out hairy all over, but YAQUB, he was a smooth man. 23. And he discerned him not. He couldn't figure it out, whether it was YAQUB or Esau, because his hands were hairy, as his brother Esau's hands were. So he blessed him. And he said, are you my very son Esau? Listen what YAQUB said. Lie number 5. I am. 25. And he said, bring it over here, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless you. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat, and he brought him wine, and he drank. YAQUB got his father inebriated. 26. And his father Yitzhak said unto him, come near now, kiss me, my son. He was still suspect. 27. And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his arraignment and blessed him and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which Yahuwah have blessed. Isn't that Rebekah extraordinary? She anticipated every move. When she put the raiment on YAQUB, he smelled exactly like Esau, and his father's apprehension was put to rest. Therefore, he began the blessing. 28. Therefore, the Elayim, the mighty shepherds of men, in which Yah stretched forth his hands to the waters of Yesharel, give you the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. 29. Here's the problem. Let people serve you, and nations will bow down to you. You will be master over your brethren, and let your mother's sons bow down to you. Listen now. Cursed be every one that curseth you, and blessed be he that blesseth you. 30. And it came to pass, as soon as YAQUB had made an end of blessing YAQUB, and YAQUB was yet scarce gone out from the presence of YAQUB his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. Man, that was within a couple of seconds or minutes. YAQUB walked out. Esau walked in. 31. And he also had made savory meat, venison, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. YAQUB must have been, what? I already ate. And YAQUB, his father, said unto him, Who are you? And Esau said, I am your son, your firstborn. Esau, the one you sent to get the venison. 33. And YAQUB, he began to tremble greatly and said, Who? Where is the one that brought venison, not venison, curry goat? And he brought it to me, and I've eaten of all before you came. And I have blessed him. Yes, and he shall be blessed. Note, once the blessing goes out, it cannot return. The prophecy came to pass. The prophecy that YAQUB and Rebekah heard from the Aliyam. 34. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even indeed me also, O my father. 35. And he said, Your brother, YAQUB, came with craftiness and has taken away your blessing. Hold it. Let's stop for a second. This is why I want you to read the whole story. Esau sold his birthright, didn't he? For a bowl of lentils, red pottage, and bread. What did he say? I'm at the point of death. What good is this birthright going to do for me when I am about to die? So give me of that bowl of red pottage, and you can have the birthright. He turned over the rights. He made a covenant with his brother YAQUB, a verbal covenant, saying that he would give him the birthright if YAQUB would give him some of that red stew that he was cooking. It must have smelled really good. 36. And he said, Is not he rightly named YAQUB? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. I wonder what YAQUB was thinking when he said that. I wonder if YAQUB knew about the first time. You know, when Esau sold his birthright to YAQUB for a bowl of red pottage. You know, this also shows the ignorance of Esau. He was too busy out there running around in the field and hunting to sit down and study and understand what is attached to the birthright. What is attached to the birthright, brothers and sisters? The blessing. Let's continue. He took away my birthright. He didn't take it away. You sold it to him. And behold, now he has taken away my blessing. Yes, that he took away from you. Because the birthright comes with a blessing. And he said, don't you have anything in reserve to bless me with, Father? 37. And YAQUB answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him your master, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now for you, my son? 38. And Esau said unto his father, don't you have a blessing for me? Please bless me. Indeed, bless me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Do you feel his pain? I do. But he's paid the consequences for his actions. What actions? He was out there marrying strange women. Instead of studying to show himself approved before Yah, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, he was out there hunting and killing. They were told not to mix with the people in the land. He went and married the daughters of Het, a Hittite. He was not supposed to do that. The bloodline would have been spoiled right there. Do you see, brothers and sisters? So he was not chosen for this task. And he did it to himself. 39. And YAQUB his father answered and said unto him, behold, here's your blessing, Esau. Your dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, everything you can pull from the ground. Did you hear me? Everything that you can pull from the ground. And the dew of heaven from above, so that your harvest will be ripe. 40. And by the sword shall you live, and shall serve your brother. This must have caused him great anxiety. Now he has to serve the second-born when he is the firstborn. He lost his place because he was not accepted. And this is the problem with our brothers today. If you will do right, won't you be accepted also? Why would you have to be jealous of your brothers and of your sisters? Because the Father chose them to speak on his behalf, and he did not choose you? This is the same thing that is happening right here. But look, Esau shall live by the sword, and shall serve his brother YAQUB, and it shall come to pass, when you shall have the dominion, and that time is now, that thou shalt break his yoke from off your neck. 41. And Esau hated YAQUB because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then I will slay my brother YAQUB. Now you understand. Please read the rest of the story. Even in the book of Yasher, it has a story about these two brothers. It'll fill in some of the gaps. 42. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, one of the servants. Must have came and told her what Esau said. And she sent and called YAQUB her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, your brother Esau wants to lay hands on you. It brings comfort to him, proposing to kill you. 43. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice. Here we go again. She said, I got him into this mess. Now I have to try to get him out of this mess. Arise, flee, run to Laban, my brother, to Haran. 44. And wait, tarry with him a few days, until your brother's fury turn away. 45. When your brother's anger turn away from you, and he forgets, he's not going to forget this, that which you have done to him. But, Rebekah, you told him to do it. Then I will send and fetch you from there. Why should I be deprived also of both of you in one day? You see, she still loved Esau, even though he was evil, even though he married strange women. He was still her son. She just knew that he could not lead the family. The Yalayam told Yatak and her that the elder would serve the younger. 46. So she devised another plan. Because she could not send YAQUB away on her own, she needed the approval of the patriarch Yatak. Listen to what she said. And Rebekah said to Yatak, I am weary of my life. I am ready to kill myself. She came as a drama queen, a damsel in distress, because of these daughters of Heth, the ones that Esau had married. If YAQUB take of the wives a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these, which are the daughters of the land, which are forbidden for us to mix with, what good shall my life be to me? I am ready to leave this earth. Excuse me. Rebekah is good at what she does. You see, this is a power that women have over men. When they come to us in weakness, we will show our strength and try to do everything to help them with their problems. So YAQUB sent YAQUB away, not because Esau wanted to kill him, but because Rebekah told him that she didn't want him to marry any of the daughters of Heth. The end. Now you see why. What caused this hatred for YAQUB. Yes. Both parties here, to me, have culpability. But the end result is this. Yah chose YAQUB. YAQUB chose Esau. He didn't choose Esau because Esau was a righteous man. He chose him because Esau would go hunting and bring him his favorite meat, curried venison. Listen, women, the way to a man's heart is truly through his stomach. But that is not enough for you to choose the leader of the family line. If Esau was chosen right away, his seed was already spoiled. He was not pure. His seed, that is, would not be pure anymore because he married the daughters of the land. Continue to part 4. Shalom.